Here we are, map 2, Midnight Boogaloo. So we'll start off by getting the shotgun, and then we're going to run around the side, push the switch, kill the zombie men, and ride this waterfall elevator down to the bottom. If we stay at the back here, the enemies up top can't kill us, and we can shoot the imps and chain gunners. And then when we're good and ready, we'll walk around this corner, stand here, and kill the Cacodemon, which is actually 2 Cacodemons on Ultraviolence. Fun fact. We'll then wander around here, kill the chain gunner, and push the switch to open up the central area. And look, a Hell Knight and a DBS, but we'll kill the Hell Knight with the single shotgun because we don't want to run around that corner just yet. And the reason for that is Archvile and Revenants and Pinky Demons. So we'll stand here and kill the Archvile from the side, which isn't that efficient, but it works. And then I think we switch to the normal shotgun just to finish off the Revenants. Then we can give our attention to these Pinky Demons, who've been waiting very patiently for us to come and kill them. I actually really like the palette swap on those. I think the grey works really well. It gives the enemy a completely different feel to it, which I don't know if that makes sense, but it's what I feel. So that switch opens the bars, and it opens a... Well, maybe that switch doesn't, but now there will be a room open in the starting area, so a new area we can go to. But first we're going to kill these Revenants, open this wall, and here is a secret section. This contains the secret purple key, needed of course for the secret purple door and the secret purple fight. There she is. Beautiful. And now we're done down here. I just want to see if I can kill a couple more of these shotgun guys. I want to get as much value as possible from the soul sphere. So we'll go to 200. Well, no, 298. And then head on. So that door over there is now opened on the left. And some Hell Knights. And another green armor, which we really don't need. So once we go to the top of these stairs, there'll be some Revenants open up behind us. But we'll press forward and grab the rocket launcher, which is just up around here in the corner. And then you don't want to stay up here because there's a sniping Arachnotron. Instead, I like to run down and go stand over here. And then kill things with the rocket launcher. This is getting a bit close though, so I think I'm going to run away. Oh, that was close too. Let's kill these Revenants now, I think. That guy did like 4 homing missiles in a row, didn't he? Anyway, this is all part of the incidental combat. The balls as hard level combat. The actual first set piece is just after this. It's the plasma gun fight, which is a pretty nice fight. But for now, we'll kill this Mancubus, 3 rockets and some chain gun, and then let's surgically kill this Arachnotron in the same way. 1, 2, and 3. Nice. Okay, behind the waterfall, there's a Cyber Demon and infight. Infight. There we go. That guy's annoying. And there's an imp alive too. I thought I heard something. Anyway, it looks like the Cyber Demon has cleaned up. So let's kill him and then we can go on to the next section. I still feel like there's something up there. Anyway, up this lift. We'll get the next secret pretty soon, which is a Berserk Pack. You can see it just there. But we'll kill these Revenants first. Come on, boys. There we go. Yeah, we'll go get that Berserk Pack now. Pick up the rockets, go up the lift. And this is where the Mancubus was earlier. Push that switch, swap to the chain gun, shoot that twice, and there we go. There's your Berserk pack. Now in here, we're just going to peekaboo this Mancubi, and then we're going to go around the corner and get the cyan key. I think it works quite well if you get the key from behind, like this, because then you can avoid that ambush and come over here to deal with it. You don't want to drop into the water just yet, because there's some other nasty stuff going on down there. So clear out the upstairs first, then drop down, and we can now kill the pain elementals and revenants that have opened up down here, which you might have been able to see just there. Certainly if you missed them the first time, you don't forget about them the second time. Okay, now that's all done, we can go on to the first set piece fight. So we get the plasma, we drop down and get the armor, and then you can see that blue section there, that will open up, and that's where we want to get to. First we're going to push this button, spawn in the Hell Knights, and get them to infight with the Cyber Demon, which spawns the other end. Once that's happened, we're going to run behind the Cyber Demon. Just get these infight rockets going. Whoa, that was close, but it's good. They're infighting. No, they're not. He's aiming at me. But anyway, we take the teleporter. We come up here. Now we're up in that blue section that was open. That is now opened up. And basically, once those two revenants are dead, you can just sort of chill out up here. None of those enemies can get off that platform, but they can and will hit you every now and then. So focus on the Archviles first, and then you've kind of got a choice. You can either kill the revenants yourself with the rocket launcher, or you can try and get them to infight with the Cyber Demon. I prefer to kill the revenants because I find that their rockets just have a tendency of getting you around these corners. But, you know, maybe I should just try and dodge. Anyway, now that they're all cleared, you can stand on this platform and the Cyber Demon can't shoot you most of the time, unless he's particularly far away or you get your angle just slightly off. But if you stay towards the back sides like this, he basically can't hit you. So you can just take your time, chill out here, get him to infight the Hell Knights and, you know, do his thing. Yeah, basically, once they're all dead, you can then go out and continue on the next part of the level. And it looks like he's just cleaning up all of the Hell Knights. If you really want efficiency, you can also get him to infight the two Revenants in the little monster tubes around the corner to my right. Can't quite see them at the moment, but they are there. But I ain't got time for that, so I'm just going to kill him now with the shotgun, and then kill the Revenants separately. There they are, look. They're just slightly annoying enough, I think. They're not dangerous, but they do sort of stop you from camping around this side. Anyway, now everything's dead. We push that button. That opens up some pain elementals. And of course, the rocket launcher is the recommended strategy for killing pain elementals. So we dispatch of them and kill their babies. And then, whoa, the mouse goes mad. And then we come through to this next section, which is going to loop us back to the beginning of the level. Not before it pitting us against a baby Cyber Demon, however. But he's okay. And behind him you can see a Megasphere, which is a secret, which we will get shortly. To get the secret, you have to, well, you have to push a secret switch behind a waterfall, which you might have just seen out the corner of the screen there, but I will go and press it in a second. That works for Hurt Me Plenty. On Ultraviolence, you have to do an SR50 strafe run to that Megasphere, or keep an Archvile alive from the beginning of the level to blast you into it. Yeah, so that was the switch that opens this. But it's Hurt Me Plenty only. Well, it's probably Hey Not Too Rough as well. But the point is, that secret is considerably harder to get on Ultraviolence, to the point where keeping an Archvile alive from the beginning of the level is actually the easier of the options. At least for me, because I don't even know if I can do SR50 in GZdoom. I've certainly never done it intentionally. So yeah, so when I was practicing it on Ultraviolence, I was trying to keep an Archvile alive, which isn't fun. But that sort of mini rant over, you can see that I've slowly been killing the just like the random enemies down there, and now I'm ready for the fight. So the fight works when you press that switch. A whole bunch of stuff will teleport in. You can see on the ground the diamonds. The red diamonds are teleporters for the enemy, and the cyan diamonds are teleporters for you, and they teleport you from the below section to the top section, which is quite cool, I think. But the strategy for this fight will be push that top button up there, then run down here and push the second button, and then take the lift. There's the second button, cover, or where the second button will be, and that's the purple key door. We'll come back to that. But once you push both buttons, the lift to get out opens up, and then I just like to get out. So push that button, jump down here, run straight to the next button, find the cyan diamond, teleport back up. That teleport can be a little risky, but it should be okay. Basically, the fight gets harder the longer you hang around, because Archviles and mini cyber demons turn up. So I just like to take out the Mancubi, a couple of the revenants, and then I put the plasma gun on and get on the lift and get out of there. I find this is the most consistent way that works for me, at least. And if you get up and if you move backwards far enough, which I failed to do, the door shuts and you're safe. So there was an Archvile blast I shouldn't have really taken there, but from 200 to 200 it was a pretty healthy approach, I think. And we'll come back to that later and make them infight each other, and we can pick them off more safely than if you were to just stay down there. Now this next section, oh, and this is an inescapable pit, by the way. This next section, push this button, and there's two Mancubi here. Not too difficult. And then what I like to do is just stay here in this section, use the plasma on the pain elementals, and then switch to the rocket launcher to finish off the cacodemons. The cacodemons can't quite fly straight to you, they bump like that, and then they sort of drift down. So you are actually relatively safe from splash damage. And the reason I like to stay here is because it makes dealing with those revenants a lot easier. You might have seen them just there they are, like just out of the corner on the top of the screen. If you try and run away from this platform, then they can target you basically, and it makes the fight more difficult. So that's why I like to stay on the platform, because dealing with those revenants from here is a piece of cake, as you will now observe. There we go. And now that we have the cyan key, we will go back to the beginning of the level, because you might remember there were some cyan doors there that we ran past and were closed. Well, here is one of them. And around here is the second one. And of course it's a room full of Archviles. I mean, what were you expecting? So we'll try and kill them off one by one. And we've also woken up a whole bunch of Barons. You kind of want to kill the Archviles, or at least a couple of them, before the Barons come round, just because, you know, a resurrected Baron is a real waste of ammo. But I quite like them with the colour palette swap. I think that it makes them look and feel very different, and it's only a cosmetic change, but I think it does make a real difference to the way they feel, being black and grey than pink and fluffy. But with this last one down, we can progress. And I want to keep that ammo. I'm very consciously saving cells because I'm going to need them for the final fight, which, the way I order the fights, will be the purple key secret fight. And now we're back here, you can see. So the yellow door is in front of us. You might have seen that earlier, but it's that door with the big yellow stripes on it. Shocker. And then once we've finished cleaning this up, we will go through it. But you can kind of use this pillar here that I'm hiding behind as a way to get the cyber demon to splash the enemies and infight, and then just target the archviles to the extent they're still alive. You know, you take your time and just play it safe. And whatever you do, don't drop down. Now we saw the purple door. I'll come back to that now, because you could go and do the purple key fight now, but I like to do it at the end, because at the end, if you do it at the end, you basically do it with a BFG. You get a BFG at the end of the normal level, which you can then take to the secret fight and use in the secret fight. Now there's a trade-off, which I think is a really clever and good design choice, in that the secret fight, so basically the designer knew that you could take the BFG to the final fight, and so he made it harder if you take the BFG. So if you don't take the BFG, I think there's 2 cyber demons in that fight. If you do it with the BFG, there's like 5. But they're only baby cyber demons, and I think that 2 baby cyber demons without the BFG is still way harder than 5 baby cyber demons with a BFG. So on balance, I still think it's easier to do it with the BFG, which is why I order it like that. But you can see this fight's pretty much cleaned up now. So we'll progress through the yellow door shortly. Again, I am trying to keep as much plasma as possible, but I think I'm going to have to use some. Now the yellow key fight is a very interesting fight. In fact, let's talk about that fight, because that's going to need several minutes of exposition to explain what's going on in that fight. Okay, so if I said to you, how would you like a long straight hall with no cover, 2 cyber demons at one end, 8 mini cyber demons at the other end, and barons and hell knights in the middle? What would you say? Sounds like a tough fight, right? And it is. But wait, there's a gimmick. Of course there's a gimmick. The gimmick is that the hallway, about 2/3 of the way along, there's a line def that if monsters walk over it, they teleport back to the end of the hall. Meaning that if, and that is a big if, you can position all of the enemies past that line, and you are on the other side, they can't physically touch you. Now the if is based on 2 factors. It's based on the monsters walking the way that they're supposed to, and infighting correctly. And also sometimes the line def doesn't seem to work. So there's the cyber demons. We're just going to push this switch, kill the archviles first, although I'm not really sure there's much merit to that. We try and bait some infighting, and then I like to just run and stand here. And you can see the monsters are starting to teleport away. Some of them. I don't know why it only works sometimes, but it does. Maybe it's a block destination thing, I'm not sure. But anyway, once enough of them are dead and infighting, I run past them, get the megasphere, push the button. Now the big cyber demons are free. And this is the most dangerous part. This is just crazy. But you want to run past them and hope to God that they move down the other end. If he walks past that beam, then I should be fine. And he has. Has he? No, he didn't walk far enough. Oh, but he infought. There we go. So now I should be safe. There you go, look. They teleported away. So that's how it works. You just need to convince 2 cyber demons to walk X number of map units down, and then you're safe. Easy, right? Well, I think this approach gets about, I don't know, I think it's slightly under 50-50. Maybe like a 45% chance of doing this, at least the way I do it. Which I mean, it isn't too bad, I suppose, but it does make this fight, this level, a little bit grindy. If you do all of that, you get up to here, and then you just get ass blasted by rockets from both directions. I'd be very interested in if somebody has a more consistent way to do this. This was the best I could come up with. I mean, it's a fun fight. I learn that, and I do love the creativity of this. I've definitely never seen anything like this before. So I've got to give it that. Really just trying to conserve cells for this. And there's a reason for that. Beyond the final fight, actually. The fight we're just about to do, we need a lot of cells for. When I did this blind, I came in with 0 cells and really struggled on this fight. But if we push this button, it opens a bunch of arch files. We fist to wake them up, and then we make our stand here. And if you're doing this with just the cells it gives you, it can be quite tricky. But if you've got a full BFG, you should be okay. Just try and keep them around the corner and don't let them get around like I did. Of course, I did that deliberately to show you what not to do. Yeah, that's the reason. But it was quite funny because when I was playing this blind and I struggled for so long on that Cyber Demon alleyway fight that I came through to this, and when I saw that the next fight was just like 20 arch files, that last piece of hope I thought I had just broke. But here we go, this is the final fight, and we're going to have some Cyber Demons and some Chain Gunners. And we didn't quite kill them in one hit. And there's one Cyber Demon. It's all Cyber Demons on Ultraviolence, by the way. There's no Mancubi respite spawns. It's all Cyber Demons. But they're apart from the last one, they're all mini Cyber Demons, so they should go down in one hit. And there we go. Okay, so we're done with the level now. We've made it to the end. The exit is now open. And we can leave. Except we don't yet have all the kills because we haven't done the secret fight. So there's the exit. Not today though. We're instead going to go back and do the purple key secret fight. So let's stock up on the cells that we saved. 400 isn't bad. Did I leave any others though? No. So you can't just click on that door. That would be too easy to get to the fight. Instead, you've got to jump on this edge and walk all the way around to find the secret switch, which opens the door. A secret is revealed. There we go. And some mega armor that we don't really need. And here's the secret fight, this sort of Japanese-y water garden, which is just beautiful. And the premise of this fight is simple. Push button, Hell Knights teleport in everywhere, and a couple of Cyber Demons. I think 5 if you've gone and got the BFG. But the hardest part is actually this Archvile. He really misbehaves sometimes. Which is why I like to have the BFG, because trying to kill him with the rocket launcher is tricky. And if you don't kill him within the first few seconds, your ability to do so disappears because of the wall of Hell Knights and Barons that teleport in. So kill the Archvile first is my advice. And then we've got plenty of cells, so we're just going to sweep around. The thing most likely to kill you at this point is your own nerves. Because this shouldn't be too difficult. But when you've been playing 20 minutes, you're into a run, it's the furthest you've ever got, and you know that victory is within your grasp, suddenly everything becomes very difficult. And boom. There we go. All of the kills, all of the secrets. Record slow time. And now that we've done everything, maybe now we take a moment to appreciate this MIDI, which is really chilled. It's a really nice, relaxed tune. This is the acknowledgement of all of the rubbish and shit they're throwing at you, but telling you, you know, it's just a game. Enjoy yourself, chill out, have fun. And I think that's precisely what we did. So there we go, Map 2, Midnight Tengu. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I look forward to seeing you in Map 3.